Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Today, I'm going to be trying Banquet Mega Meals Bacon Cheddar Patty that consists of 2 Salisbury patties made with chicken, pork, and beef, smothered in a barbecue cheddar cheese sauce garnished with bacon, and paired with a side of seasoned potato wedge fries. This meal weighs in at 11.5 ounces and costs $3.12. Realistically, there's nothing really mega or colossal about 10.5 ounces. Especially when the competitors like Hungry Man, Boston Market, and Marie Callender's are already at 16 ounces. But hey, in this day and age, you can identify as an attack helicopter if you want to, and it's accepted. So who am I to say if this is a mega meal or not? But it is okay for Banquet to have an opinion and say there's mega flavor in the 2 large Salisbury steak patties, the barbecue cheddar cheese sauce and bacon, and the seasoned potato wedge fries. Out of 51 reviews, the Banquet Mega Bacon Cheddar Patty Mega Meal received 3.7 stars out of 5. The most helpful positive review gave it 5 stars and said it was really good. The most helpful negative review said Salisbury steak in name only. And at first, I was going to be harsh on Angel and ask what he or she was smoking, because I think there may be a language barrier here. But it even got more confusing when they said if you check the ingredients in the patty, the first is chicken, then water, then pork, and then steak. Well, there is no steak, it's beef. Then they go on to say the cooked patty actually has a pork aftertaste. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm the idiot. Now I get it. They said the cooked patty has a pork aftertaste. Duh, I'm the one that doesn't understand English. If you're watching this video, Angel 2020, my apologies. Here's the list of ingredients, and nothing says high quality, highly processed foods like an ingredient list as long as the Bible. And don't forget about the TVP, also known as textured vegetable protein. The serving size is the whole container, which has 560 calories, 34 grams of total fat, 12 grams of saturated fat, a half a gram of trans fat, 85 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,280 milligrams of sodium, 38 grams of carbohydrates, 4 grams of fiber, 8 grams of sugars, and 23 grams of protein. And just like they always do, Banquet lets you know that their meals have been proudly made in the USA since 1953. You can cook these meals in the microwave oven or the conventional oven. And with me being the big spender I am, for you, the people, I'm going to do one each way. Because isn't that the right thing to do nowadays? To go both ways? I don't know. Don't judge me. I'm just here for the party. So the directions kind of don't sort of make sense to me. The microwave says to remove the film over the potatoes. But then on the oven directions, it says just to slip the film over the potatoes. Like I said, I'm just here for the party, but it seems like it would be more beneficial to getting crispier potatoes if you would take the film off the potatoes on each cooking method. But who am I? I'm just some schmo going through the big D, and I don't mean Dallas. So here's our Banquet Bacon Cheddar Patty Mega Meal right out of the freezer and right out of the box. And now here it is after we removed the film from over the potatoes and microwaved on high for 6.5 minutes. As we removed the plastic, I was really shocked at the baby poop orange color it was. But fortunately, there was no aroma of baby poop. But unfortunately, there was a sweet, sweet aroma of artificial bacon. So we cut off a piece of our 4-meat slurry concocted beef patty with our cheesy barbecue bacon sauce, and then shoved it into the old pie hole, and down the gullet it went.
That's delicious. You know what it tastes like? Air.
That was correct. If you weren't able to hear me, I said that the beef patty and the cheese sauce tasted like air. Pretty much, it tasted like nothing. I'm not joking around. Either I've lost all sense of taste, or these beef patties and cheese sauce have absolutely no flavor. So next I tried what Banquet calls a seasoned potato wedge fry. I would either call them seasoned potatoes, or seasoned potato wedges, or seasoned potato fries, or seasoned fries. But either way, into the old pie hole and down the gullet it went. And not surprisingly, they weren't crispy or crunchy whatsoever. However, they were pretty darn good. Cooked perfectly without being mushy, and they were seasoned nicely with the perfect amount of salt, pepper, and other spices. So now we went in for the obligatory bite of everything. The beef patty with the barbecue cheese bacon sauce and the seasoned potato wedge fries. And it was really strange. The only flavor to speak of was from the potatoes, with a slight hint of bacon flavor from the imitation bacon. And one thing I did forget to mention was that the texture from the 4-meat slurry concoction patty wasn't too bad at all. And here was a surprise to me. I was able to convince my new camera girl, who doesn't eat garbage food like this, to try it. For you, the people, so you don't have to. And she reluctantly obliged. And from the look on her face and how fast that bite went from the inside of her mouth to the inside of a napkin, that's probably not going to happen again. Now here's our second beef patty meal after baking in a 350-degree oven for 35 minutes. And at least the baby poop orange isn't nearly as bright this time. So we went in to try a potato first this time. And still, for the life of me, I don't know why Banquet decided to leave the plastic over the potatoes in the oven. That just creates steam versus uncovering them to crisp them up. So into the old pie hole and down the gullet it went. And once again, even though the potatoes weren't crispy or crunchy, they were still pretty darn good and very well seasoned. Now for reasons I don't know, we flipped and flopped and flipped the flavorless patties around in the flavorless sauce to give them a good coating. From the experience with the first meal, I knew for a fact it wasn't going to do any good, but I did it anyway, for you, the people. And then we cut off a piece of the flavorless 4-meat slurry concocted patty. And then last but not least, into the old pie hole and down the gullet it went. And it was no difference than the first time. It was like eating air. Very delicious air, I may add. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Air can't be delicious, and delicious can't be air. But I hope you, the people, get what I mean. And then just for shits and giggles, we needed to take one last bite of everything. Just to say we did it. It's like conquering something you know you shouldn't even be doing in the first place. The saving grace of this meal was the potatoes, which is why I'm giving Banquet's beef patty mega meal a 2 out of 10. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.